What's up, everybody? The house is done. Finally, if you've been following me along, this was the poop house, or at least that's what I called it, because when we found it, it was completely full of dog poop. Anyway, it took us about 4 months to completely rehab this one. It needed just about everything. And I want you guys to stay around to the end of this video because I'm going to talk you guys through a lesson that we learned on this house that could save you guys a ton of money in the future if you're going to be flipping houses, especially if you're going to be buying them from auction or foreclosure. All right, without any further ado, let's start this tour. All right, guys, here it is. It's all done now, and I think it came out incredible. I love the gray paint on this house. That's what I would paint my own house if I were to build or buy and redo a house. I would go with gray exterior, as I really like that, especially with the white trim. I just really like the color gray. But also the black doors, both exterior and interior on this house, really make it pop. It adds a ton of contrast. We get a great feedback from that. So if you guys are out there flipping or maybe even rehabbing your own home, try going with this black and white scheme for the doors and the trim. I think it looks incredible. Also, what we did out here was add new decks, both front and on the sides. Now, if you remember, this front deck was completely tore up. Somebody backed into it or ran into it. It was all bricks, but it was falling down. The handrails were falling off, so we completely rebuilt that. Also, we added this side deck over here. I can't even remember now if we added it or just redid the entire side deck, but it is brand new, and that looks incredible. Gives you some nice outdoor seating area, especially for all these French doors that come off the kitchen and the 2 bedrooms. So that looks really nice. And then another thing that we did out here, outside of the brand new windows as well, is we added new garage door and this kind of side balcony kind of porch area. And that's really nice because that goes into the side door that goes into the garage. And man, they painted this house so nicely. They did a really good job. And I also did like these little details here, like the white on this right here. They could have just went with gray right there, but the guys that we had do this did a great job. They cared about the details, and you can tell, and it came out incredible. All right, without further ado, let's walk through the inside of this house. We're actually going to start in the garage. All right, here we go. So there were a couple things left behind. The demo guy needs to come get those. It's just a kegerator that I think someone's keeping in a trash can. But anyway, other than that, the garage has been completely cleaned out. Again, you can see those black doors with the white trim. I love it. Guys, tell me what you guys think about that. But again, I love it. All right, and then I think what we did on the last video is we started over here. And this is a really cool area. A complete bar area. Check that out. This is going to be a huge selling feature for this house. We went ahead and repainted this entire room. We left the stools that were in here, again, just kind of stage it and show the house. But this is an awesome little area, especially if you're like entertaining, you know, having guests over. None of the things that Rhianna and I like. But if that's your cup of tea, you will love this little area right here in this house. All right, and then we go over here. Now, this is where it got bad in the before video because this is where the poop started. It was from right here all the way back. And you can tell we put all new carpet in here. We painted the fireplace base, I guess you would call that, black. And we staged the pool table. There was already a pool table here. We cleaned it up a little bit and left it here. Again, just to add a little bit of selling feature to the house and kind of help stage it. I think it was a great idea, and it seems to be working out because it looks great in here. All right, as you head back here, you're going to go into the first bathroom that's downstairs. We put all new flooring in here, new vanity, new toilet. I'll try not to say new a lot, but everything's going to be new. New HVAC, new roof, new paint on the exterior. And then you have one bedroom down here. It's a nice sized bedroom too. And even the closet doors, we went black. So looking good so far. And then that goes back out into that garage area. Guys, once again, all I have is my phone. So bear with me if the audio is not awesome. Now let's head upstairs. How's this gimbal doing? I'm running up and downstairs. Oh, actually, we're not going to go that way first. We went this way first. So this is the hallway that heads back to the hall bath and the 3 bedrooms upstairs. And this first bedroom on the right here, This was all wood floors. We wanted to save them, but they were too soaked in feces and pee, so we couldn't keep them. All new French doors. All this was poop. This entire floor was poop, and it went over to these litter boxes that were right here, and they were completely full of poop. And that goes out to that nice deck area. Come back this way. I'm gonna go to our second bedroom. This was actually the nicest room in the whole house. It's where they stored a lot of stuff, and they had their books and some kids' toys. This room wasn't that bad, but again, just to keep continuity, we weren't gonna just leave wood floors in here. We went ahead and just did the same concept throughout. Again, the black doors upstairs as well. Man, this house came out really nice, especially from what it was. All right, now for the hall bathroom, and this came out incredible. We did the tile surround throughout the entire shower, which looks amazing. I like how we went with the white and the gray to give it some contrast. We also put this inlet in here. We get a lot of positive feedback from that. Just something to hold your soap and shampoo and stuff. People really like that. Versus putting the little suction cup stuff on the wall. People seem to like that better, and it just looks cleaner. Brand new tub, brand new toilet, brand new vanity. And the vanity actually has a little slider on it here, like barn door slider. I think that's kind of cool. We use these vanities a lot. Again, we get great feedback from them, so we continue to use them. And also the white towel actually goes along the chair rail of the entire bathroom. And again, the floor runs all the way into here as well, brand new flooring. And now for the master bedroom. Again, with the black door, white trim. And this is a nice sized room here. And that goes into the master bedroom with the granite countertop. Love that. Love a double vanity. Guys, let me know down below. Do you prefer a double or a single vanity in the master bath? I want a double vanity. It's like one of the things that I don't want to settle on. I want a double vanity. Rhianna can kind of care less, I think, but I really like having a double vanity. I just prefer it. I think it looks better, and I think it's more convenient. Again, the tile backsplash or tile surround in this shower as well. Brand new tub, brand new faucet set, and the rain head shower head here. Like that as well. I'm glad we went with that. You know, it just gives everything this like kind of like luxury feel to it. And I think we did a really good job over here with the design. Steve, great job if you're watching this. And the contractors did good as well. And these is kind of cool too. It's almost like a sunlight out in the hallway, and then they cut out a hole in the top of the ceiling so that light actually comes all the way through into this master bedroom. Kind of cool and something you don't see a lot. We also went with brand new fans in all the rooms. I like those fans. I just wish they put off a little bit more light. We even changed the light bulbs out on them, and they're still not putting off a lot of light. All right, now let's get into the fun part. The living room and dining room area. Now, if you remember before, there was furniture everywhere. It was all torn up. The dogs had destroyed everything. I think there was like an old treadmill over in the corner, and there was dog poop all throughout here along the side of the dining room table. There's an old china cabinet over here, if my memory serves me correctly. And we redid all of that. So all new flooring. We had to do a lot of new subflooring as well to get the smell out. New paint, new lighting. And I really, really like what we did with the fireplace over here. Love that. I'm not a huge fan of the gold trim on the fireplace, but I'm not sure we could do much about that. It doesn't look like something you could easily paint. But outside of that, again, the black and the white, the contrast, the pop looks incredible. And I'm glad we did that. Check this out. What you doing over there? Excuse me, sir. Or ma'am. That's a ma'am. Ma'am, do you mind? Can't be walking around in yards in West Virginia. Not everybody's vegan like I am. Let's go into the kitchen. Granite countertops, brand new cabinets, brand new appliances, stainless steel appliances, brand new lighting. The entire kitchen is brand new. And it came out really nice. Again, granite countertops. You know, if you guys are going to be selling houses above $200,000, granite is almost like, you almost have to do it at that price range. Especially in our area anyway, because people are just expecting it when they walk in. What about this backsplash though? I love that. It's like a glass tile, and it looks really good. Like, I would actually go with that backsplash in a personal house of mine. Love that faucet set. So everything in here has like kind of a higher end feel to it, because this house will be listing it for about $235,000. So people are going to expect it to be really nice. And then this steps out to, one second here. And then this steps out to the deck area. Now you don't have much of a yard, but it is nice. This deck has a nice feel. You can put a nice grill on here, and this goes around the back of the house. And you do have a little bit of a yard back here, if you want to call it that. And the HVAC unit is brand new as well. All right, guys, stick around for just a second. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of lesson on what we learned on this house, and it'll help you in your future endeavors. So I actually think this is where I wrapped up the video last time. But anyway, so let me tell you the story about this house real quick, and something that you can learn or at least prepare for, because this can happen to you, and it happened to us. Fortunately, it worked out great. We were going to make pretty good money on this house, really good money on this house. We're excited to get this thing sold, but it didn't have to turn out that way. So we bought this thing at auction about, 7 or 8 months ago, and we didn't start working on it until 4 months ago, and there's a reason for that. So when we bought it at auction, the guy we thought would just move out, right? That's what usually happens. Whenever we buy it at auction, the person usually takes about 30 days. Maybe we offer him cash for keys or something. And we did. We reached out to the guy that was sitting in here. And he said, yeah, I'll be out in about 2 weeks. And so we were like, cool. We didn't think anything of it. Well, 2 weeks goes by, then a month goes by, and then a month and a half goes by. And we are forced to reach out to him and be like, hey, what's going on? Well, he says he's a lawyer and starts quoting all these things about why he doesn't have to leave and doesn't have to move out and he can keep the house. And we were like, oh boy. So we had to file all this stuff. We had to run ads in the paper. We had to do all, we own the house. We bought it at auction, but the rules said that this is what we had to do. So we had to carry this thing for almost 4 months before ever getting the keys to it and getting inside of it. Now, if you were to borrow hard money or to tell your investor this would be a quick flip, it could wind you up in a lot of trouble. So please prepare yourself that this could happen when you're buying foreclosures or auction houses, because you never know who might be living in it and the process you might have to follow in order to get them out. So always account for the worst and be conservative with your numbers, because something like this could happen. Thankfully, we did that. Also, we mismeasured the first time around in this house. And when we remeasured, we actually gained about another 800 square feet. That was our bad. I think we were going off the county records or something like that. And we were actually to add a lot of money to what we were going to ask for this house. And like you saw, it came out incredible. So this is going to be a winner, but it did not have to turn out that way. So guys, please be careful buying auction houses and houses from foreclosure, as I do not want to see that happen to you. All right, guys, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I'll be putting out more videos like this as we finish houses. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one.